Greetings from St. Perpetua Community. Henry David Thoreau, the 18th century essayist, poet, and philosopher, once mused, "Could a greater miracle take place than for us to look through each other's eyes for an instant?" That's seldom an easy thing to do. It means setting aside your own assumptions, experiences, and judgments on the world and opening yourself to a new way of seeing, a different, even contrary perspective than what you see with your own eyes. It takes courage, trust, and compassion. This time of social unrest and public protests that we're experiencing in our own country and throughout the world was sparked by a scene of police brutality which we've all watched in disbelief. The kneeling of a police officer on the neck of George Floyd until he could no longer breathe. As fellow Americans, we're all being challenged to look through someone else's eyes, through the eyes of our Black brothers and sisters, for whom the death of one Black man, as devastating as it was, is emblematic of a pattern of behavior and actions inflicted especially on the lives of young Black men, unfortunately carried out by those who should be protectors and guardians of human life. Is it any surprise that the tinderbox of coronavirus on one side and cruelty on the other has exploded and blew the lid off a pressure cooker filled with anger, frustration, fear, and despair? Each of us needs to find a way to enter into dialogue within our families and communities, but beyond that, in conversation with those who most feel the oppression and subjugation of a dominant culture. In that conversation, which is beginning to take place nationally and worldwide, we need to fine-tune our listening skills. Those skills are often in short supply. I once found a list of 6 skills that I've tried to put into practice and have recommended to others many times. They raise listening to an art form. Once mastered, they allow us to enter into healthy and loving dialogue, be it with a spouse or with your child, with your parent or with a friend. Now more than ever, we need these skills as we enter into dialogue with our African American brothers and sisters, if we are to speak and to listen and to heal. Be present and give the speaker your full attention. Show interest, be generous, encourage the speaker. Listen with your heart as well as with your ears. Make it safe for the speaker to share his or her thoughts and feelings. Listen to every word without interrupting or wishing to speak yourself. When the speaker has finished, acknowledge what you heard without judging or correcting. Thoreau once wrote, "The greatest compliment that was ever paid me was when one asked me what I thought and attended to my answer." And the poet Emily Dickinson put it even more succinctly, "I felt it shelter to speak to you." May we all find the means to enter into conversation about the serious things of life with family and friends, and especially at this time, with those who most need to be heard and healed. May others say of us, "I felt it shelter to speak to you."